Hey there, Virgo. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands right as the top of the spread. And this is the one where it looks like my horse, Amy. Looks so much like her, it's crazy. So this queen is passionate. She kind of embodies everything I was just talking about. She's just very driven and focused, and uh, she's chatty, she's warm, she's just a lot of fun, and she when you leave her, you'll kind of be energized. She's has the ability of energizing people and getting people excited about things. So she'd be excellent in business and sales, and she'd be a crazy good motivational speaker, and she'd be someone that would really uh, encourage your passions and thoughts and ideas. So already two very fiery cards encouraging you to follow whatever passions you may be thinking about, or stumble upon, or discover, or it could be something you've already discovered. But these energies are really encouraging you to follow through. I have another deck that I really like the depiction of this card, because so the point is that in that deck it has the Queen of Wands is on a ship, and there's sort of stormy water, and she's sort of just holding on to a rope and staring straight ahead, and she's just not going to waver. She knows what her end goal is, and she's not going to allow even water to put out her fire. So don't let anything put out your fire this month. And we also have the energy of the Queen of Swords. So not only do you have this passionate drive and energy, you have like very good evidence and data and facts behind what you're trying to do. So this should just spur on your confidence of whatever it is. But then you have the King of Cups over here. So this is also saying it's going to be emotionally balanced. This isn't just, oh, I met this person in a bar and they're so hot, and you, whatever, have a fling, and then you get to know them and you're like, oh God, this is planned. This is not emotionally unbalanced. So there's planning. It's going to fulfill you emotionally, and you have the passion to do it. But I think in order to pursue this, you are going to have to let something go, whether something that was just emotionally not fulfilling you anymore. And it doesn't, I often say this card is like an emotionally unhealthy situation, but it doesn't even have to quite be that significant. It can just be something that's stale, or just isn't doing it for you anymore. It doesn't have to be something really obvious or horrible, but there just comes to a point with jobs, with relationships, where it's just like, you know what, I'm just not feeling it. It's just not doing it for me. And if this is a relationship, it's really not fair to the other person, as hard as it is to stay in something that you're just really not feeling anymore, because then you're holding them back. In the long run, if they can look at the big picture and you can look at the big picture, from finding, they're probably not super happy on some level if you're not happy, from finding a truly fulfilling partnership, where everyone is in the same place and has the right timing and such. So then we have the Three of Cups. So you may be going out and about, socializing, celebrating, socializing with people, and it can be energizing. That can be a way to if you're an extrovert, to get energized. If you're an introvert, you don't have to go out a lot, but just maybe accept an invitation here or there. It lead to something new, something that does spark your interest. So don't be afraid to accept some invitations, even if it's just one in May. I know it's hard. I have a couple of friends that are introverts, so um, I understand, and I'm a bit of a closet introvert myself. I am when I'm at home. At work, I'm very much the Queen of Wands, chatty and hi, hey, and then once I get home, it's like, if someone knocks on my door, oh my God, you would think I was just like, who is that? Who could be? I also live in the country, so it's not like people stop by all the time. But so just make a commitment to go out at least once. So it's interesting. We have sort of this energy that wants to come to the surface, but there's some things going on here. You may have to gonna have to let something go, and it could be something you've let go, but you need to do sort of a cord cutting. Oh gosh, there's someone who has a cord cutting video. Maybe it's Holly Tarot. If you Google or put in YouTube cord cutting, so you'll have some videos come up to help you with that. Then we have over here the Five of Wands, and this is a card about competition, which can be good or bad. It sort of depends on the other person and your mindset. So if this is competition that becomes really sort of nasty and people are backstabbing or not playing fair, it's not so good. But if this is like competition, for example, I think I used this example, if you're a runner and you do 5Ks on the weekend because it keeps you motivated during the week, or you have a friendly competition at work to keep people excited. Here's that theme of trying to keep your fire going. So try not to let competition dampen your spirit. And we have another three here, the Three of Pentacles. So this is a card about working hard. This person gets stuff done. They work very hard. They're very efficient and very knowledgeable in their field. And it does, you could be sort of any of these people in this card. This looks like maybe the manager, and then the person that's actually implementing it, or the tarot card reading. I'm just kidding. I think that's so funny. So there is this other person sort of in the picture as well, because it always depicts three people. Usually it's two people watching, one person working, or maybe you're sick of being the one doing all the work, and so you need to leave something behind because you feel that it isn't fair and you have more to offer. And if that is the case, we have these two cards here that both sort of point to, and with the Eight of Cups, just not being emotionally fulfilled. I think your fire's gone out. You start with the fire of the Queen of Wands. And so I really think this Knight of Wands under the deck. So, I mean, if this is a relationship, I don't know, maybe you need to consider, having a tough conversation. Sometimes you need to have a conversation that runs the risk of ruining the relationship to save it, because maybe it's just not going to make it without it. It's almost like it's not going to get better. It may not work at all, but it's certainly not going to be a relationship you want to stay in unless you have the hard conversation. So I guess the takeaway from this is to find ways to not allow. So lean on other people, lean on your friends, and don't be afraid to maybe have to do some cord cutting to let some things out of your life if they're dampening. Cups are water. You have the Moon, which is a very watery card, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups. This water is putting out your fire this month. So this is just forewarned is forearmed, just to get rid of people that hinder you, that put you down, or situations that deflate you, that put your fire out, that don't lift lift you up. But you do have this Three of Cups right in the middle, okay? That is saying that there are people out there that will support you, to find these people, and that these people are going to help you get that spark. And I really think this Moon card is a timing more than anything, and that around the full moon, which is probably, we're having a full moon right now, April 22nd. So it's probably right around that time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.